For today's little project, we'll be working with cotton blend yarn in box green and a 3.0mm crochet hook. Let's dive in. We'll start by making the front panel and then move right along to the back. Let's start by pulling out a nice length of yarn and tying a slip knot. When it comes to holding your hook, you can use either a pencil grip or a knife grip. If you're new to this, stick with me for the knife grip. It's so much easier on your hands. Slide your hook right into that slip knot and give it a gentle tug to tighten. Hold the tail end of your yarn with your pinky and ring fingers, letting your thumb guide the working yarn. Now, let's chain, yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over again, and pull through. Just keep that steady rhythm going. As you work, let your hook rest gently downward. Remember, you don't need to hold the yarn super tight. Since this will be a cozy wristlet, we want the stitches to stay soft and have just a little bit of natural give. Keep it relaxed. We're going to chain 46 stitches. Once that's all set, we'll work back into the 6th chain from your hook. Look for that little V shape, slide your hook in, and let's make a double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over and pull through so you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through 2 of them. Yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops to finish it up. Now, simply skip 1 stitch, yarn over, slide your hook into the next one, and work another double crochet. We'll just keep repeating this little pattern all the way across the row. Just 1, 2. You can see how it comes together. Skip 1 stitch, then work into the next. We'll follow this little rhythm all the way to the end, where we'll make 1 final double crochet in that last stitch. Once you're done, you should have exactly 21 beautiful loops across. Let's keep going. To begin our new row, let's chain 3 stitches. Once that's done, we'll work right into that 3rd chain from your hook to get started. Skip 1 stitch to transition, then gently turn your work over to the wrong side. Yarn over and slide your hook into the next stitch. This time, be sure to catch all 3 loops of that chain. Instead of just working into the V shape, we'll also pick up that little strand underneath it for a really clean finish. We're going to skip 3 stitches here so our spacing stays nice and even. Alright, yarn over, skip those 3 stitches. Perfect. Now, work a double crochet, chain 1, skip another 3 stitches, and make another double crochet. Chain 1. Skip 3 stitches, and there you go, another double crochet. Just keep following this pattern all the way across. Now that we've reached the very last stitch, work a double crochet right into it. Once that's done, just chain 1. Now, notice we're not chaining here. Instead, we'll skip just 1 stitch and work our double crochet into the very next one. Find that 2nd stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, and complete a nice, even double crochet right there. And there we have it. Our first row is complete. We'll be working back and forth across like this for every row. Alright, let's chain up to start our next row and work into that 3rd stitch from your hook. Now, flip your work over. Yarn over and chain 3 as usual. This bag pattern is wonderfully simple. It's just straight crochet. Once you finish this one panel, you'll have both the front and back pieces ready. Then, we'll just join them along the sides. We'll keep working across like this. Just keep working back and forth, skipping those 3 stitches each time. Continue this rhythm for your bag panel. We'll be making a total of 42 rows, so feel free to finish the rest at your own pace. Once you reach row 42, we'll fold it in half like this. Fold your front and back panels together like this to join them. Now that we finished those 42 rows, it's time to create the strap. We'll start right at one of these folded edges and work across to connect this side to the other. For the strap, we'll also work by turning our piece, but this time we'll be working across 3 stitches. Let's get started. We won't need to cut our yarn yet. Just chain up as before and work into that 3rd stitch from your hook. Alright, now just flip your work over. Yarn over and work a double crochet into that next stitch. Perfect. Chain 1, then skip 3 stitches again to make another double crochet in the following one. And there you go. That's exactly how our strap takes shape, creating those lovely little gaps. Just keep counting as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to work into that 3rd stitch, then turn your piece and keep working back and forth just like this. We'll need to complete a total of 24 rows. Alright, go ahead and turn your work. Once it's turned, let's find that center double crochet right in the middle. Perfect. Chain 1. Now, let's move over to that last stitch. Insert your hook right into the top of it and work up a nice double crochet. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, then work into that 3rd stitch just like before. Keep working back and forth in double crochet for all 24 rows. You can finish this part at your own pace. Now that our 24 rows are complete, let's cut the yarn right here. We're going to join the edges next. After cutting, just pull your working yarn over to the other side. Let's take a look. Fold your piece right at the center point like this. Once folded, smooth it out and join this edge to that one. And just like that, you've formed the body of our little bag. Use your fingers to gently line up the stitches as you join. Keep matching them up right along this edge, 1 stitch to 1 stitch, just like that. Don't worry if it looks a little uneven right now, since we'll be adding a neat edge around it in just a moment. Alright, now that we've joined everything, let's weave in those loose ends and tuck them away neatly. Once they're securely hidden, go ahead and snip off the excess yarn. This side is all set. Now let's move over to the opposite side, where we'll need to start fresh. Grab your new strand of yarn. Just insert your hook right into the top of that 1st stitch, pull it through, and then head straight over to the other side to insert your hook again. Pull that through nicely. Now, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and work a double crochet into that 3rd chain just like before. Feel free to place this stitch exactly where it looks best for you. Now, move over to the next stitch and repeat the same steps. Perfect. Chain 1. Now for the 3rd stitch, work a double crochet, then chain 3 or 4 stitches. Go ahead and weave in those loose ends as you work. We'll be making 24 rows on this side, just like before. Once that's finished, we'll attach it to the other side using the exact same method. Now that our connection is all set, let's move on to the 2 side panels. For these sides, start by chaining 18, then work into the next section to create a total of 24 stitches. Let's count them together as we go. 1, 2, 3. 22, 23, 24. Once you've got those 4 chains in place, work back into the 6th chain from your hook. Let's count it out together. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then working back down through 5. Just keep working those 6 stitches across, nice and even, until you reach the end of the row. Perfect. Now let's turn and begin our second row. We'll be working right into these 10 stitches. Let's count them together as we go. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. Just keep working through all 10 stitches, nice and steady. Once you're done with that section, go ahead and work your double crochets across the row. Now we've reached the last stitch of the row. We'll handle it exactly like we did before. Let's take a quick look at how all the stitches line up here. Skip 1 stitch, count to 2, and work right into that second V-stitch to make your double crochet. Perfect. When you get to that final stitch, just follow the same steps we just walked through. Skip 1 stitch, count to 2, and work right into that second V-stitch. Wonderful, we've just finished this row. Next, chain 4 stitches, then yarn over and hook through the 3rd stitch from your hook. We'll work back and forth to complete these 2 panels. Once they're done, we'll divide them later when we start shaping the bag body. Our 2 side pieces are all set now. Now let's start dividing the bag body. First, we'll find a center point on each side panel. Go ahead and mark the center stitch on this side as well. Once you've got it, take that center stitch and connect it to the opposite side. This is exactly how our side panels will come together. Perfect. Let's secure it in place first. Take a look. Once we've marked that center point, go ahead and fasten it down. Then, place a stitch marker 1 stitch over and do the same at this end. This perfectly marks our side position. Now that all the pieces are joined together, we can move on to edging around the perimeter. Let's get started by pulling out our new yarn. We can actually start from any spot you like. There's no need to separate the stitches here since we'll just sew it neatly when we add the border. I think starting along the side will give us a really pretty finish. So let's begin right here on the edge. For our double crochets, we'll be working entirely on the right side of the fabric. Alright, let's begin right at this overlapping point. Gently insert your hook through there and then guide it through the V-stitch of our single piece. Pull your yarn through and let's make a chain stitch right here to secure everything in place. Once that's locked down, we'll start our first. In this first space, we'll just work a single crochet. Go ahead and place 1 single crochet right here. Now, moving into the next space, we're going to work 5 single crochets. Let's start with number 1. Two, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Once those 5 are complete, we'll slip just 1 single crochet into the next stitch. That's what gives us this beautiful little edging effect. Now, moving to the next space, let's work another 5 single crochets, starting with number 1. Two, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful! Now that those are finished, let's place just one single crochet in the next stitch. And that's exactly how it comes together, creating such a lovely wavy edge. We'll keep this same rhythm going for the entire row. Take a look, one side of our strap is all done. Now we've reached the main body of the bag. Here, we're folding 2 layers together to join them. Since we didn't secure that connection earlier, I'm just going to... We'll just secure the connection right here. Let's remove our stitch marker for a moment. Line up this side edge with the opposite edge, then simply work your double crochets directly over both layers. That way, everything joins together neatly in one go. Now, working through both layers at once, we'll place 5 double crochets in this spot. Let's go ahead and finish those 5 double crochets first. Three, 4, 5. Great. Once you've worked those 5 double crochets, just move over to make a single crochet. We'll place that single right into the corresponding space of the 5 double crochets. Perfect. See how we've just connected it right there? That creates our matching space. As you work down to the corner, finish that stitch and simply turn your work. Now, chain back across to where we started. We'll use this exact same technique on the opposite side to join everything together. Our side panel is all done. At the last stitch cluster, you can just cut your yarn. Once it's cut, I'll secure it with the slip stitch. Let me show you. Here, we simply snip the yarn. After cutting, take that tail and bring it back to connect with our very first stitch. Just pull it through like this. Okay, bring it right over to the original first cluster and pull it down. Great, we've got it joined for now. Once that's secure, weave the tail into the back of our bag. We'll hide every single yarn end on this project the exact same way. Just look at all these tails I've already done. You can just weave them all in using that same simple method. Alright, let's go ahead and trim those hidden tails. We'll handle the rest of the ends on the bag the same way. Now, we're going to work on the inner edging. You can start stitching from anywhere you like, so let's begin the lining right here inside the bag. We'll join the yarn in a moment. Let me show you. We'll start right at the very top of the bag. This way, we leave our tail here, just passing through one post. Okay, pull that tail over and chain 1. Once the tail is secure, chain 1 more time. Skip the post for now, and when you reach the space, work a single crochet. Tail is secured. After that single crochet, this becomes our first stitch. Just like before, go into one space and make a single crochet, then work 5 double crochets right into that same space. Once those 5 double crochets are done, move to the next space and make a single crochet. We'll keep this same rhythm as we work into the corner. I'm just showing you how to finish it off. Now that we've reached the corner, let's take a look at how we handle it. Once you've worked your single crochet here, you'll switch to double crochets. I'm going to skip the stitch right in the middle and work directly into these next 2 stitches. Normally, you'd put 5 double crochets in a corner like this. So instead, we'll just work 3 double crochets here, since 5 can make the corner look a bit too puffy. Once those 3 are done, move over to the next stitch. Skip the one in between and work a single crochet into the next one. Then, right across from that spot, you'll work your double crochets. From there, it's just a repeating pattern. The whole goal of working the corner this way is to keep everything lying nice and flat. I actually tried working just 2 double crochets at first, but it didn't lay quite as smoothly. 3 really seems to be the sweet spot. So on this side, I'm also working 3 double crochets to keep that nice flow going. Right here, you'll work a single crochet to help guide the edge along. From here on out, you'll just continue around the round using this same pattern. Take your time with the corner and let it fall into place naturally. And that's exactly how you'll get those corners looking clean and polished. And just like that, our little tote bag is all done. Thank you so much for following along today. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Happy crocheting, and bye for now.